African designers have rediscovered themselves and are now flooding the industry with a lot of creativity, uniqueness, and most importantly, the African culture. Michelle Sebi is the fashion designer and the sole proprietor of Kifahari Couture, who makes clothes that are inspired by the rich Kenyan culture, evident in how she names her pieces. Take a look at this. An electric sewing machine roars with gusto as Michelle Sebi guides and controls a stitching process in her shop in Buruburu. She is a fashion designer who previously was selling mitumba, and she got bored with the business.
This business I started in 2017, in October, November. But generally to deal with clothes, I started when I was 17, like 17 years old. So I was selling second-hand clothes. Then I got bored of that because the market was saturated, and then I had so many dead stock. So I decided to actually go ahead and start making the clothes themselves instead of buying and selling. So I started selling in 2017, end of 2017, and yeah, till now. So I think it has been around 4 years.
Passionate about fashion designing, Michelle plunged herself in the deep end of art with confidence that along the way she will learn.
Kushona is self-taught. I have not gone to school for it. It's just something I do out of passion. And then I've learned as I go. Because of there's YouTube these days, there's online, you just check things out and then you put them into work. So I can say I've learned as I go. YouTube, online, yes. But I've not schooled for it at all. What I learned is probably dealing with customers, because either way, I was dealing with customers then and I'm dealing with customers now. That's what I've learned. I've learned how to style clothes, because with second-hand clothes, you already have them ready-made, and with now making them from scratch, you now get a few things when it comes to styling them.
During the process of her transition, she had to be strategic, otherwise she would have lost it all on the onset.
I indulged myself in tops, simple things like off-shoulder tops, things that don't take so much of your time and effort. And it wasn't easy at first, for sure. The seaming, the finishing, the quality, you obviously go for the lowest quality because you're still trying. You can't go for the top-notch quality because unajaribu to. So ever since then, I must say I was dealing only with tops and simple dresses before I got to the complex part of it. I had an online platform, Instagram mainly, so I used to use that to actually show people the kind of work I'm doing. The feedback at first wasn't good, obviously, so with time, people came to love what I do, and pole I started getting clients. So after getting my first 5 clients, that's when I fully called it quits for the second-hand business. I didn't just call it quits, then start it. I had to mix the two and see how this was doing first. So after seeing that people are actually appreciating the work, that's when I called quits the other kind of business.
Contemporary African clothing have a lot of foreign influence but maintains a lot of traditional styles and meanings. Ankara that Michelle designs are unique as Kenya could be.
Ankara is something like I've worn, something like this or this. That's Ankara. So Ankara is mainly kitenge. People refer to it as kitenge, that's Ankara. And I deal with also plain fabrics, like when it comes to making men's shirts or female dresses, the people who don't like kitenges. So you can do plain fabrics, you can do stretch fabrics, you can do bridal, we do anything. Yes, as long as it can be made, we can do it. Ankara has different qualities. When I started with the kind of Ankara that's pretty soft. Very soft, like very light. I wouldn't recommend if you're doing it for a client, because definitely they will realize this is not good quality. It's like paper, sort of, yes. So that's what I started with. Then I advanced to quality. Now it's pure cotton. And I can say that's a big transition, because from not using quality fabrics to cotton, yes, that's a big transition.
Michelle has a huge inventory of unique embroidery stitches and dressmaking techniques thanks to the social media and her African background where she draws her inspiration from.
Most of my inspiration, I get it from Pinterest, I get it from bloggers, I get it from stylists. It's just online and I go through them and I like putting a twist to what I see. So I don't necessarily just take it from Pinterest and just make it. I put a twist to it and then name them after a friend or after a place. My most selling piece, the one that actually got my name out there, it's called the Nerima dress. It's an off-shoulder dress made of plain fabric. Nerima dress is named after my friend, a very good friend. She's called Adele Nerima. So I always pick the unique names that, not the English names, like the African kind of names, so that they have some uniqueness to it. So the Nerima dress, there's the Sebi inverted, like Sebi now it's called a best dress. There's Nyasakwa for a woman who comes from Sakwa. There's Nyaugenya, a woman who comes from Ugenya. So I named them after the African names.
The creative process of designing, fitting, fabricating and finishing her pieces is the most exciting part of our work, and it can be extremely spontaneous.
Let's say like the top I have on, yes? I have the idea on my head. So at times I sketch it, at times I just do it straight from my head and make it. This you have to now take the fabric and then now cut it out. It depends on what the clients want. You can put a lining inside it, but it's real pure cotton. Depending on what the clients want, you can put a lining inside it or with no lining. From then I put it on display on a dummy like this. Then from that we put it on social media and hope to get a feedback. If good, we make more of it. If not, we go back to the drawing board and get something better that can actually get good feedback. Giving a client what they want, they send me a photo, and at times I chip in my ideas on what will look best. So depending on what the client wants, I can chip in my idea, or I can actually go with the specific design they want. If they want the specific without me putting my idea, the best I can do is put my tag to it so that at least they can know I am the one who made it. And I have people who help me out, so I can say at times I can't make everything. So I brought in a team that can actually help me make those clothes. So they've been a good hand when it comes to making what the client wants, to make sure we actually deliver the specific design they want.
There's a huge market for fashion design in Kenya, despite the surge of imported second-hand clothes. Michelle's shop is colored with several outfits, which are ready to be delivered to her customers, who are mostly ladies.
I think females have more options than men, because one thing is that not most females are impulse buyers, and that's why I think I even focus on females. A man will buy, most men, let me not say a man, most men buy outfits because they have an event or they have a place to wear it to. A woman will buy an outfit because they think it looks good. They don't know where they'll wear it yet, but just because I've put it out there and they see, wow, this design is good, they'll actually get it. And that's why we focus more on women, so that it's more of sales, it's more of getting your name out there. And men will do them as well, because when that event time comes, I would want them to reach out to me.
Most of our clients are people who want to stand out, and as such, they are extremely particular about what they want.
For that, I always try to make the customer comfortable. If I take it to them, it has happened. If I take it to them and they don't like what I have made, I ask them to actually show me how they would want it to come out. And with that, once they show me, I try to make it more of what they have said. Because at times you make it, somebody has a picture in their head, and you actually actualize it, and they see it and they're like, probably not what I wanted. Can we now try this? I always try and do that so that they're comfortable. First, I always advise clients, when it comes to certain designs, I always advise you according to your body size. There's no way I'd advise a slightly bigger person to go for a way-fitting design, because certain designs fit certain body types. So I'll walk through with the client and tell them what actually fits their body type. And some understand, and some actually still are willing to go with the kind of design they want. So the first thing I do is actually tell you what would look good on you. If you still agree on going on the design that you actually want, we'll just do with what you want. But at least I gave you my 2 cents on what I think should fit your body type.
African cloth designs are anchored on style and meanings. Today more than ever, people are receptive of the ankara design, even at work.
I think now people are receptive of the ankara designs, because before, like you said, we used to only deal with ankaras when I'm going for a wedding, when I'm going probably to meet somebody's parents, because they're put to be worn for certain events. And now what I do with my designs, I try and incorporate it into the normal kind of setting. a design that you'd wear to work, a design you'd wear on a normal kind of day, so that it's just not an event. And I think now, as where we are at with fashion, people are accepting of that. People can now wear ankara to work. I've had my work exhibited on the papers, Nairobian, PD Weekendi, Standard. I've had my work exhibited at Westgate, and you can find me in Buruburu Phase 2 at Old Onyelengai Road, opposite Shepherd's Junior School, or on social media, any social media handle, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, at Kifahari Couture Kenya.
When you put on something nice, you suddenly walk up straight and face the world with immense confidence.